Well, welcome back. Believe it or not, the holidays are right around the corner. That means it's time for gifts and shopping.
Yes,
all the
today we are here with Anthony of the Farmers Bank. He's actually the Senior Vice President and Security Officer over there. Welcome in.
Hello.
Happy to have you here.
Great to be
Okay,
here.
we want to know how to protect our money. Let's start with check fraud. You say it's actually very common.
Yes, actually, we have seen a huge rise in check fraud. What happens is scammers will steal checks out of the mailbox and use a technique called check washing, where they can basically rewrite anything on the check. And so what we advise our customers is to not use their personal mailbox or even the public drop box, and to take those directly to the post office.
Yeah, it's definitely a big concern. I've covered many stories about that check washing. It is wild. So how do we keep our online payments safe?
Yeah, so in 2023, scammers stole $10 billion of individuals' money. And so one of the important things is to realize what the signs are for what a scam would look like. And so if you get an unexpected email or text or call asking you to click on a link or open an attachment, you definitely want to stop and verify that it's from a trusted source. We advise our customers to contact the bank directly if they have any questions.
Well, because you actually helped one of your Farmers Bank customers with some, I want to say, wire fraud?
Yes, so we had a business customer that received an email that they thought was from a trusted vendor. Turns out it was not, but they were requesting a wire, for what they said was for a service that they provided. The customer did not contact the vendor directly, but luckily our staff flagged this transaction, notified the customer, and in talking with them realized that they didn't talk with the vendor. So we were able to save them a substantial amount of money by catching that. Yeah.
Nice. You're not only helping customers, you're really out there in the community. You guys call it community banking, and you're staying true to that name. Tell us how you are out there volunteering.
Yeah, so we love giving back to the Sumner, Robertson County areas. Recently, we had a team work with the Isaiah 117 House, which is a phenomenal organization that provides physical and emotional support to children who are in transition to foster care. And so as someone who participated in that day, opened my eyes to a lot of kids that really go through a lot of trauma that you don't really hear about or see, and they do a phenomenal job.
I love that. Okay, I got a question. You, we were talking about checks, and before we started this segment, I said, who writes checks? Yes, I know, people write checks. Do you use apps like Cash App or Venmo? How do you feel about those?
I do, and they are trustworthy apps. However, when you use a payment app online, you do want to verify the recipient that you're sending money to before you send any money, because a lot of times those are hard to get back once they're sent.
Very good.
Whenever you guys notice fraud, how quickly can you catch that?
So we have some monitoring tools that catch those instantaneously. So on debit card transactions, you'll receive typically a text immediately alerting you of the transaction, and you can just reply yes or no, it's fraud, or it is a legit transaction. So a lot of cases immediately.
But what if, let's say, you're busy at work, you don't see the text message, and a few, fraudulent the fraudster is spending a few times on your account? Will you get reimbursed?
Well, and a lot of times when that fraud is suspected, your card will be turned off and waits for you to respond.
Oh, great.
But in those cases where something does go through, yes, you can get reimbursed. Sometimes we'll give a credit just pending the investigation, what all happens on that, yeah.
Very good. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate you. Everyone, get in touch with a bank that gives back. Visit thefarmersbank.net for more info.